new. Callan, that's right. That side is a far cry from the cold-blooded killer we've seen over the past 3 weeks. One of Matt's childhood friends says Rick, as he called him, was no angel, but that at times he appeared thoughtful and even remorseful for his crimes.
Tried to beat me up at the playground. That's the first time I ever met him. So that was kind of my first initiation with Rick Matt, you know. Who's this bully?
Decades before Tonawanda native Richard Matt made the most wanted list, he was just a kid from the wrong side of the tracks.
Funny kid, always funny, you know, always had a big smile on his face, you know. But he just couldn't stay out of trouble.
The 49-year-old escapee was shot and killed Friday after a 3-week-long manhunt. But before Matt made national headlines, his childhood friend says he was a local lawbreaker with a soft side.
Once I got into 9th grade and stuff, my father was helping him out. That's when he went and lived with my dad for a little while.
Oh, he lived with your dad for a little while?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks. And that wasn't the only time he was trying to help him. He was always trying to help him, you know, ever since my 12 years old.
His childhood friend's father was also a local cop, one Matt kept in touch with over the years, even from behind bars, where Matt often was. His childhood friend recalls him making paintings and sending his dad birthday cards from the inside. He also sent him this.
It had a picture of Rick inside Elmira prison, somewhere in the prison, I have no idea where, with a correction officer's shirt on, a billy club in his hand, a cigarette in his mouth. He had his placard from his arrest with his jail number on it, and a sign below him that said, "And no one thought I could escape from this place."
In the late 90s, Matt murdered and dismembered local businessman William Rickerson. His childhood friend says while Matt didn't seem fazed by the crime at first, he wrote his father years later, expressing he deserved to be in prison. He says Matt always had two sides, and there was an endless battle between Jekyll and Hyde.
He told my father one time he wanted to be a police officer, you know, when he was younger, you know, 15 years old, whatever, you know, and but that side to him that just, it was like, almost like to me it's like an addiction but he just couldn't get away from that lifestyle, you know.
His friend says Matt was also used to being outdoors and saw himself as a bit of a Rambo-like character growing up. He also said he wasn't surprised hearing of how Matt went down. He said he was never one to surrender. Reporting live in the studio, Jen Schatz, News 4 at 10.